Happiness is something inside, but we try to find it in other things, whether it's a material thing or a person. The How of Happiness is written by Sonja Lyubomirsky. It was published on December 27, 2007. This book talks about how our thoughts and actions can affect our happiness and gives us practical tips and activities to increase it. Let's start the summary.
Chapter number 1.
It takes effort to be happy. Happiness is something we all strive for. We attach different meanings to it. For some, happiness is a successful career. For others, it is a large family with strong relationships. It can be an opportunity to travel. We talk about happiness in the future tense. I will be happy when I buy an expensive car, or go on a trip around the world, or move to the shore. The How of Happiness opens up a completely different understanding of joy and satisfaction for people. The only one who can truly give yourself consistent, long-lasting happiness is you.
Chapter number 2.
Genes matter, but they do not decide. Some people are luckier than others. So, what do lucky ones have that the others lack? The first factor is our genes and heredity, which defines 50% of our ability to be happy. This aspect is a permanent foundation from birth, like weight, height, and hair color. We cannot control it and must accept it as a matter of course. The other 10% are the conditions and circumstances we were born into. Our financial or social status does not affect our level of happiness. It doesn't matter if we live in a small apartment or a large house, we drive a premium class car or one that has changed hands a lot. They say that we can't buy happiness for a reason. Another 40% remains, and this part depends only on us. It includes our habits, ways of thinking, perception of reality, and the actions we take every day. So, this is great news because while there are things we can't control, like our genes, etc., there are also things we can control. Our chances of a joyful and fulfilling life will increase if we realize that happiness requires effort. This 40% is opportunity and responsibility. It means that even if you don't feel satisfied right now, you can change it. By practicing happy habits regularly, you can automate them. Although it takes time, the result is worth it. If we choose not to act, we leave our potential for happiness to chance and luck. There isn't happiness waiting for us. The reason it's not outside is because it's inside us.
Chapter number 3.
Money and all material things will not bring lasting happiness. No doubt we have thought more than once that money can make our lives more pleasant. How happy we would be if we had a bigger house, a more successful job, or that expensive car. Everyone has a list and it is endless. The truth is that acquiring these things will not ultimately make us happy in the long run. Happy people strive to build strong relationships. They enjoy spending time with the people they care about. For example, let's say you won a fantastic new car in the lottery. At first, your joy and enthusiasm will skyrocket. You will be over the moon happy. But according to research, this condition is short-lived, and you'll need to buy something more than a car to experience it again. Not only will you return to your usual level of happiness, but you may also lose the satisfaction of simple things that used to make you happy. A morning cup of coffee or a favorite TV show no longer makes you happy like before. Did you know? Although it is difficult to determine the duration of happiness, researchers have calculated that a happy hug lasts an average of 3 seconds.
Chapter number 4.
Overthinking is harmful. Sometimes we think so much that we do not notice the trap. Thoughts take power, oppress, and do not bring results because we cannot stop at the right moment. Eventually, we hit a dead end. For example, when we try to figure out why there are so few happy moments in our lives, we may not notice that we would be much happier if we stopped thinking about it. Happy people don't pay attention to how others live. We also hurt ourselves when we compare ourselves to others. This process is similar to thinking. In the end, we get nothing but self-doubt and frustration. Sometimes it's better not to think. There are different ways to do this. We can be distracted by hobbies to devote this to communication with loved ones, sports, and meditation. The main task is to switch the mind and make it pay attention to other things.
Chapter number 5.
We don't have to discover happiness. We have to create it. There are different ways to become happier. The goal is to teach us to focus on positive feelings and multiply them. We can do this by avoiding things that can spoil our mood and emotional state, such as mentally chewing gum or stopping them. Let's explore each of them, those related to inner emotions and experiences. Persons associated with social affairs, those who teach how to adapt to tense or anxious experiences, those who teach us to enjoy life, the ones that help us achieve, those that lead us to take care of ourselves. Happy people don't solve difficult situations alone. They share their problems with others.
Chapter number 6.
How to choose the best strategy. The good news is that luckily we can implement only some of the previous strategies. Trying to implement all at once can lead to frustration and inaction, so we can choose a few that suit the most. Sometimes we believe there is an easy way to feel content. We have to wait, and luck will find us. We are just wasting our precious time. This false thought does not bring us closer to a happy life but takes us further away. There is no magic pill that will make you happier. Some strategies can make our lives full and bright. How to understand which methods are suitable for you. There are a few ways to go around doing this. 1. Determine what upsets you and takes away your strength. 2. Identify your talents and strengths.
Chapter number 7.
What is the secret to long-term happiness? The most important question is whether these strategies can make us happy long-term or for life. After all, if they only have a temporary effect, is it worth the effort? It's worth it. The fact is that each of the strategies can change our way of thinking and perception of reality. Imagine you decided to practice kindness and do any kind deed every week, such as delivering a basket to an elderly neighbor or giving up your seat on the subway to a stranger. In the end, it will come back to you. Someone will smile, say words of gratitude, and maybe you will even meet someone who will become a part of your life. The possibilities are endless. Happiness strategies change our focus and pump different essential skills, from intellectual to the ability to interact with others. The need to exert effort is a crucial component of the longevity of the effective happiness strategies. Satisfaction is the reward for our actions. We have to devote our time and attention to making the techniques work. The effort helps to realize value.
Conclusion. Frequently, we search in the wrong places for happiness. It's hard to believe that money doesn't bring long-term happiness. In our quest to have a life filled with pleasure and joy in the here and now, we ignore ways that, although they require more effort and time, have a long-term effect. Implementing happiness strategies is fulfilling work. We will not only pump up our feelings of joy, pleasure, and fulfillment, but also improve our health, work efficiency, and vitality. We also improve the bonds we have with other people. It is important to understand that being happy does not mean never experiencing negative emotions. Everyone has occasional feelings of sadness and disappointment. However, happiness strategies help to experience positive emotional states more often and to feel the fullness of life. Try it.